Tock, tick tock, Vetter Kanta comes up behind you, a twisted grin spread over his face. You fight fairly hard to keep from rolling your eyes when he practically slithers out in front of you. It's almost that time. It's obviously he's not going to leave until he says his piece, so you may as well give him his crumb of attention so you can go back to your work. Once you raise your eyebrow, he continues, satisfied that you're going to listen to his rambling. You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? He laughs. A cracked, disturbing sound. The exams are coming up. Starting what? Second week in Chimera? How do you think you'll do? What what out of 50? I'm pretty sure if the look on your face is any hint, you'll do awful. Me too, but man, it's not like anyone expects anything better from me. I pull in a 15 in all my classes. I figure it's a win, right? Who the fuck is this guy? You don't you don't bother telling him that the reason your expression is so displeased is because he's so close and his breath is a bit foul. You shrug and watch him walk away. Maybe you really should get to studying. You got to get at least halfway through all your texts if you're going to excel at the tests. We pretty much did that, so we're free to just do what we want. Vetter has a real affinity for water. What? He likes to tell people it's in his blood. Yeah, that says water. That's a weird thing to have affinity with. He is a decent student, but his claim to fame is assaulting his fellow students at random with manipulation of liquid. No one is safe from the wiles of Vetter. He sprays the girls most of the time, which all the boys find entertaining, but the girls, of course, hate. And Amanda Kiffer almost killed him one time because he soaked her hair. He seemed to enjoy the intention. Okay. You're odd, young man, but whatever. You decide not to let Vetter worry you. You'll study when you can. A whole slew of perfect 50s are in your future. Maybe. In fact, you've heard that you can do better than 50 if you're a real prodigy in a subject. Extra testing, scores of points of extra credit, you could get hundreds and leave everyone else in the dust. Though obviously it's not the end of the world if you don't. Just not flunking out would be good. That's fair. Okay, so negation went up. Dialectic went up. So we're now 6 in both of those. And we started our adventure with the captain. Let's see, competing. Flawless timing went up. Anyone do anything interesting? Evelyn with the defame. My God. Where is Hetty on the list? 128? Okay, she could have used that better. Let's see, she's Iran's 192. Yeah, what she should be doing is just defaming Vernon if she's going to defame anyone. Or even Morvidius because they're closer together. We're about to get to 100 at least. That's something. I mean, not really, but something. So you said in Chimera. So, we got a couple weeks till that. So let's see if we can use the Library of Longshade, and we'll continue getting our Explore up. Let's see. 2, 2, and 2. So we'll just go down that list, I guess. Easy day. Let's see, not only do we learn animal husbandry, but we learn mental bridging, which is under this skill, which I'm not in the mindset of pronouncing right now. Let's see. In this circumstance refers to the magical skill and practice of aligning one's mind with another's. Interesting. Usually to shield against pain or to offer guidance against deeply held fears. Very interesting. Oh, we've gained help around the stables, which will give us money, expand mammals, and expand stress. And we apparently lost the study at Library of Longshade. We'll see if that actually happened this time. And everyone looks like they're just bringing up their skills. Oh, we still have Longshade, so let's just keep using it. I wonder if this risks me getting detention. If it says I lost it but still have it. Probably not. Maybe it's just a bug. It's fairly late at night, and you're hunched on the desk at your dorm room, trying to get your homework into a state that will save you from embarrassment in the morning. Then you hear a thump, and the entire room shakes. You sigh and wait for the news. A few seconds later, there's a knock on your door. From the hallway, Sherry calls. Oh, is this the helping kid? Yep. Sorry to bother you, but Kurt blew up the common room again. What? Kurt. Bad Kurt. Okay, he's the one that seems even younger than everyone else. Professor Briarty wants the building evacuated until he puts out the fires. Wait, they're making Kurt put out the fire? What? I wonder if that's a mess up and it's supposed to be she. The problem is Kurt's rotten at putting out fires. Okay, so they are making Kurt put out the fire. His talents all point in the opposite direction. If you leave him to his own device, you'll be stuck out on the lawn half the night. Study in your room and hope no one notices. The professor's not going to let the building collapse around you after all. They might. Give up and go outside, or leadership, go help Kurt put out the fires. We're going to go help put out the fires. You make your way from your room to the common room where you find Kurt watching a couch burn. So he says as he sees you, I read that a really big explosion can push all the air away from a fire and it'll just die out on its own. Oh my god, kid. You observe that it would also paste the both of you against the walls and then drop the roof on top of you. He seems intrigued by the idea, but you stare him down. Finally, you just walk him through a simple water spell to douse the flames, and then the simple revisions needed to make the furniture and the carpets usable again. If not entirely free of stink, it's pretty good practice, actually. Yay! Okay, we're bringing up our sewing skill. That's always good. Me and Kurt are better friends now. That I taught him that water douses fire. Well, we know what we have to do, so we'll just keep doing it. So we can probably get Explore up by the end of this week. And then we can just start focusing on those adventures. Let's see. Yeah, we should be able to get it up just by the end of this week. What did we learn? Competition went up with it, which is a athletic skill, so that's good because I believe we have a class in that. Okay, we've learned a spell called Trip, which I'm guessing is a attacking kind of thing. Knockout to yourself. If you go for a knockout, you have a 3% chance of reducing an opponent's utility. Yeah, all fighting stuff, things we'll probably never use. You have gained First Aid, which sounds useful. Part of wilderness training. Okay, makes sense. Hey, we're finally in the hundreds. Yay! Soon we'll be done learning how to be an explory person. Guess we'll bring up Climb. You are fiddling in your room on an idle afternoon. Your friends are all sick. You are bored. You lay on your bed, counting the bumps on the ceiling. There has to be something better to do. Of course. Practical jokes, make some mischief. Well, that sounds like a terrible idea. Or study habits, get ahead in your classwork. That is the responsible thing to do. Now, do we want to do the responsible thing is the question. Practical jokes. I'm actually kind of curious. If I did study habits, would it raise, skills? Okay, you know what? We have a 100% chance of succeeding practical jokes. Let's just do it. We don't have to be responsible all the time. Let's do some mischief. Boredom is the father of all invention, beneficial or otherwise. You leave your room determined to. Well, I think there's supposed to be a space there, but determined to cause minor inconveniences to the first unfortunate soul who crosses your path. You prop up a rather large bucket of water from a rather extravagant pulley system near the main door of your hall. Pleased with yourself, you squint your eyes and concentrate, imagining the pulleys and strings blending in with the stone walls of the castle. Happily, you casually stand off, waiting for your victim. You hear the door creak and you see a flash of golden blonde hair. You bite your lip, holding in your laughter. Suddenly, you hear a crash, a scream, and then an epithet unfit for repetition. You cannot bear it. You burst into laughter. You rush outside to see how soaked, wet Flore fuming with anger. You, Slugabed, I'll get you for this. Now seems like as good a time as any to take your leave, and you briskly jog away. Which one's Flore? Oh, is this the one that does mean things? Yeah. She's the one that turns, like, hairbrushes into bugs and things. Okay. I wonder if that hurt our relationship. It might have. Let's see. Climb went up and we learned a bunch of things. And you increase your veneration of the saints again. You're getting a bit religious. So you increase your trap skills. Good. You increase your artisan skills. Okay. You have decreased the relationship between you and Flore. That's understandable, I guess. And you've gained Earth Spirit Nest and controlled breathing. Oh, Prudence is hanging out with Tallulah. It's good that she has other friends. Let's check my inventory because I think I got something. Huh. I don't even remember getting this book. Increase your skill at Morellian, which I think is a language, prayer, and storytelling skills by 1 point. For only a week. Now we have an apple which is perishable. So let's see what it does. This is one of the finest apples ever grown in all of Lumia. Eating it restores a point of vitality, and while memory of the taste lingers about 3 days, increases your determination to make the most out of the local greengrocery. I guess we can eat the apple. Like, do I just put it in my hand? No. Oh, there's a food. Oh, that's the book. My bad. So we'll use that apple on Saturday. But for now, let's just keep studying. Learning how to explore by just staying inside in a dusty old library. 3, 3, and 3. So everything's at 3. So we'll just go down the list. We've increased animal husbandry and scouting, which is a patrol skill. How's concentration coming along? Oh, level 8. Nice. You have gained Whisper in the Grass. Increased infiltration and ambush. You have lost study at the library Longshade. We'll see how that works out. And Vernon College won the next award. Good for them.